Okay, y'all. I am speaking my mind on this Sweetma situation. Now, I watched the videos that Sweetma posted, finally speaking about Lupac. Of course, we all know this because Lupac was not going live with Sweetma anymore, so we knew something was going on. But I am so tired of people believing everything that Sweetma says, and anything she does, she have an excuse for it. Like, that excuses it. It doesn't. I'm fucking fed up. I want y'all to listen to these messages that I recorded of her speaking of herself, Lupac, Rudder, Brina, even poor Chatty Catty she dragged into. I didn't do videos about Chatty Catty and a few others because I just did a short part one. I can do a part two if y'all want me to, but let's just focus on this right now.
I used to talk to that stopped talking to me all of a sudden and stopped coming to my videos because they got upset that I wasn't responding to them soon enough, and all of a sudden I became public enemy number one. Just like Retta got mad because I didn't respond to her message. Retta, I didn't open your message because I was busy editing freaking long ass videos and I was talking to somebody that was homeless that I was trying to help. That's why. And also, Retta, another reason was I assumed that you were going to ask me, was I interviewing Mixed Styles? Because, Retta, I had...
So do y'all see how she say that it's fine for her to ignore people and to move on as she's busy? I mean, that GOAT title that they're giving her is really going to her head for her to say, I was busy. Well, that's the same thing Lupa could have said when she didn't answer the messages that you're constantly crying over and about. You're not special.
And heard from you in a minute. I could...
Okay, listen to this. This is where we catch her sneaky, evil ass. What Sweetma says, all the things that Lupac is saying inside of her text message, except for the things that Sweetma don't want us to hear. So I want y'all to catch her right in her tracks when she's about to say it, but then she stop herself and say, I don't feel like reading that. Watch.
You keep putting laughing emojis because it makes me feel a way that you keep putting this emoji and laughing as if you're laughing at me. And then she got irritated. And then she put the thing again. Let me just read this shit. I think you're taking this way, and she put way too personal, sis. This all just really went over my head. I didn't even find out my fiance was coming back until right before I told.
Okay, she already then brought up Lupac's personal business. Let us know that her husband be gone for weeks and just coming back and everything. Something that we didn't even need to know. She was fine with reading that part. But look at her face when she's about to read something where Lupac obviously had an accurate thought that she was coming through with. That Sweetma don't want to see or hear.
You, because he was trying to surprise me. I really didn't think too much of this until...
That is.
Oh, this is way too long. I'm tired. Let's just say she messaged me a couple of times.
And that's it. This one is crazy because, which is kind of long, but Sweetma explaining why she was actually mad that someone is supporting Lupac's business by buying cookies from her. How wild and crazy is that? I mean, never would I have thought that Sweetma would be mad at someone for purchasing something from Lupac. That is crazy. And it's also crazy and ironic how Lupac keep on popping up in her life over and over, no matter who she's going to talk to.
At one point, she's talking about Lupac and Harmony in a way where I felt like I had somebody to understand me, to her kind of like ignoring what I was saying about how I felt about Lupac. She was ignoring it. Talk about something else. Okay, fuck it. Whatever. She doesn't want to talk about it. This was when I first got doxxed, and she told me she recorded it. And she was like, oh my God, it was so hard for me to listen to. I could barely listen to it. So I'm really thinking this woman is really empathetic, because when they were talking junk about me on a live, she couldn't even stand to listen, but she recorded it. So I was like, oh my God, I just need the recording of her saying she was going to slap me in my face. So she goes, I got that. I got that. So she calls me on Instagram and she shares her screen with me. As she's sharing her screen with me, y'all, here goes the cookie thing. She shares her screen with me. She goes, oh, that was Lupac's cookies or something like that. I was like, huh? She goes, yeah, I did a review. She goes, I did a review for Lupac's cookies. And she's like, oh, you want to see it? This, I swear, you want to see it? And I was like, okay. So she pressed play and it's a video of her unboxing. So she was like, yeah, I was really hoping the cookies weren't good, but they actually were. And then she's doing the unboxing. She's like, okay, nice pack.
So, I mean, if this girl lets you know that she's doing a review, obviously it's for everyone to see if it's a review and it's not a secret. So she wasn't hiding it from you and didn't think that there was any reason for you to be mad about it. Come on.
She was being really like positive about this cookie thing. So I'm like, okay. So she's showing me the cookie thing and I'm like, hold on. Can I ask you a question? She was like, yeah. I said, did you do this review after I told you what Lupac and Harmony did to me? As God is my witness, this is the tone she said it in. She goes, yes, I did. And I got quiet. I said, hold up. So after I told you that they did that to me and you were agreeing that it was fucked up, you went and you bought the cookies? Yes, I did. And they were very good, actually. They were really good. They were soft and they were like, I said, is she fucking with my head? Like, is she trying to make me feel away? Yeah, they were really good. Like, I didn't expect them to be that great, but they were great. They were great. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, I don't mean to sound like, you know, upset about this, but I feel this is weird. Like you did this a month ago. I was like, why didn't you just tell me? I said, I wouldn't be upset if you just said, hey, Sweetma, just so you know, I'm buying these cookies. Don't think anything of it.
Okay, this is admitting she stayed throwing subs at Lupac. Mostly what she would do is assume that Lupac was throwing subs at her. That's the most she said about Lupac in this video as far as it goes with subs. But she willingly admitted that she was throwing subs at Lupac going off what she thought what was going on in her head, her being paranoid, which is fucked up.
She is doing now on her platform.
She's in competition with you.
So for the people that have been calling me out for subbing Lupac, I have been. You know why? Because I got sick of her doing low blow things, saying things.
And do you see how she said, you know why? As if her excuses everything. And it doesn't. It's sad.
In her video that I know were directed to me, taking screenshots of my memes and using them as her background. She's playing with me. And I got tired of it. So I would say stuff like, be careful who you call sis. I would say stuff like, be careful who you connect with in these YouTube streets. It's dangerous. Like I would say stuff like that. And then one of the last subs that I made was, because somebody came up my page and said they were a DV survivor and they respect me because I'm a DV survivor. And then I said, yeah, we'll be talking about domestic violence as scheduled, as, you know, as planned. I said that because Lupac was stealing all my ideas. And, you know, we can all.
I am sick of her. I'm sorry. Okay, this is the last thing, which was when this slim head old drill first joined the live, Sweetma got her to lie and explain that she was not speaking with Drea about Lupac behind the scenes. She said, I was not. Did I say anything to you about Lupac? I did not. I didn't say anything to you. Well, later on down the live, they both admit that they had been sending videos and talking about Lupac behind the scenes.
Do you know that Lupac and Harmony both made videos while we were on Retta's live? And they both said, tomorrow we got a surprise for you. The best live. You're gonna get the best live. They were like literally like trying to sound like, you remember I sent them to you, Drea. I was like, this is so weird. Why is she like saying this?
I say all this to say that I think it's crazy how Sweetma admits or say what she assumed that's going on in her head, and then she tells everyone what she was literally doing behind the scenes, throwing subs and talking about Lupac behind their back, also throwing Chatty Catty, Retta, everybody. Only person I felt was wrong and that is just as evil as Sweetma is that bitch Brina. She is something else and someone that you will want to stay away from. I know that Lupac planned on doing this thing like she did Jaffe and thought that these women was not going to say nothing. But I'm hoping that Lupac bring those messages out that Sweetma did not want us to see, and she's planning on us not to see, which is crazy because if you come at me, then I'm going to come at you in return. Hopefully, I'm waiting to see him. And I don't want to hear that, oh, we need to reunite. Preach that stuff to Sweetma. She's the shit starter. That's hiding. She throw the rock and hide her hand, just like the Brianna that she talks about every day.